Hey y'all, it's Chris with Rockin Farm, and it's time for another Monday shoutouts. Now this one's kind of an unusual situation because generally speaking, I get up on Saturday mornings, I shoot my Monday shoutouts videos and all of that good stuff. But y'all, we've had a busy weekend. I got up Saturday morning and Jose and I decided, you know what, we are going to knock out some work in the gardens. And you're going to see a video coming up a little bit later in the week that's going to show you all the work that we got done. So it's really cool. But then a bunch of my kids showed up, and I always love it when my kids show up. Unfortunately, not my entire family could be together. I've got two kids that are both serving in the United States military. One is overseas, one is on the other side of the country here. So not everybody coming home happened, but I've also got a couple of daughters that are about an hour and a half away, still in Texas, but they're about an hour and a half away, and they kind of came up and spent some time with us this weekend. So once the family got here, that's kind of all she wrote. We got a lot of work done in the gardens Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we just spent time with family. Sunday morning, we got up and had a big family breakfast, spent some time together, watched a few movies. Everybody got home. They're all safe and sound, and now it's really late on Sunday night, but I needed to find a quiet place to record. Jess is in bed for the night. Kids are all asleep. Didn't want to make a bunch of noise, so I'm in the laundry room. So anyhow, Monday shout-outs, and I am excited that our channel is growing so much. I've still been doing a lot of networking with people. I've been liking a lot of small channels. A lot of those small channels are liking me back. But one thing I want to say to anybody who happens to watch this video, if you subscribe to my channel, but you have not gone into your settings and set it to where you can see the channels that you subscribe to, then I have no idea that you subscribe to my channel. I got about 20 new subscribers over the course of the last week, maybe a little less. I'm kind of lose count of when people come up, but I got like 4 emails saying so-and-so subscribed to you. So here I am doing a shout out video. Those new subscribers are going to get mentioned, but all you other fabulous little homestead channels out there that are subscribing to me back when I subscribe to you, I don't know who you are. So y'all, you need to go into your settings. If you're going to have a YouTube channel, you need to make it visible, the channels that you subscribe to, so that those channels can see that you subscribe to them. All right? So that's just a little tip for you smaller YouTube channels. Obviously, I'm a smaller YouTube channel too. At my last check, I have about 183 subscribers, but we are gaining a lot of subscribers every week. I'm excited. I'm having fun. This is great stuff. Let me see. Stuff coming up on the homestead. Tomorrow, we will be putting seeds in our self-watering seed starting system. Tomorrow, we will be putting cold weather seeds out in our garden. So we will be planting carrots and beets and a few other things. What else have I got going on? Need to make this announcement. So I completed the challenge that I set for myself, which was to shoot 5 videos a week, or post 5 videos a week. So every weekday, 5 videos a week for 4 weeks. I did that 20 videos in a row. And now I actually feel fairly confident in just set the camera up and do what you got to do. You can always go back and edit later. I feel like I've kind of gotten rid of the excuse of you don't have time to film, and then this weekend I didn't have time to film, but I was spending time with family, so that's cool. So we're going to scale back a little bit now. I'm hoping to put out videos that are a little bit longer and that have a little bit more content in them, like, not so focused like, here's a video on the garden, and here's a video on building this project, and here's another video on the garden, and here's another project. So now I'm hoping to show you a little bit more of a smorgasbord, shall we say, of what goes on the homestead here at Rockin Farm. So my goal is Monday shoutouts, because it's just really been laid on my heart to do everything I can for the YouTube homesteading community, whether that is a homesteading channel that has 220,000 subscribers or a YouTube channel that has 22 subscribers. It's really been laid on my heart to try and do as much for the YouTube homesteading community as I can. So I'm going to keep doing the Monday shoutouts. I'm going to keep doing a YouTube channel of the week. The Mondays kind of seem to be taking a twist where it's a little bit of my rant time as well. And we may keep going with that. Maybe you'll get my opinion on some things. And then I'll put out a post on Wednesday. I'll put out a post on Friday. And then Saturday will be our special post day. So maybe I put out something that I really want people to participate in. So I'll set it up as a premiere. If I decide to do some live events and actually film some lives, those will take place on Saturday most likely. And then just anything that's special. Maybe we had something really cool, really unique come up and I want to put out a 4th video for the week. That'll be our Saturdays. Okay, so I'm making another commitment here. Content out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. A little bit longer, a little bit more variety. And then any special content I put out will be on Saturdays. So don't forget to do this later. If you're not part of my Facebook group, please come join us. What I'm really hoping for with my Facebook group is that it's just a place where people can come together to talk and share about things. Like, it doesn't matter if you live in an apartment or live out in the country or live in a neighborhood. If you just like to cook or like to can or like to look for new recipes or like to share old family recipes. Maybe you've got a container garden that's just 3 5-gallon buckets on your back porch, or maybe you've got 6 acres of crops. Maybe all you have is a couple of puppies and that's your livestock, or maybe you've got, cattle and goats and the whole 9 yards. I just want us all to be able to get together there and share things. So I definitely talk a lot about the homestead channels that I support there. My wife posts recipes there sometimes. I've had a couple of people actually get on and post little articles that they've found. So to find that, the link is in my comments section or my description of my channel section. But I've had some people the link works for and some it doesn't. So go on to Facebook and search Rockin 8 Farm, not farms, farm, Rockin 8 Farm, Family and Friends. And request to join the group. You'll have to ask a couple of questions because I'm trying to keep the haters out. And then you'll be free to post in there. And the moderators do have to approve your posts, but the moderators are my family, so they know what I like and what I don't like. Basically, as long as you're not a hater, your post is going to get approved. Now, I do want to talk about something, and this isn't an issue for me personally yet because I am a teeny tiny YouTube channel that nobody cares about. But I've seen this happening a lot in some of my friends' channels. Friends that are upwards of 600 subscribers. I've definitely seen it on the big channels of people that I really like and really support. And that is the haters. So I want to talk about the haters for a little while. And I've got a problem with this because we talk about this YouTubing community. And last week, my Monday shout out was all about inclusiveness. And I think a big part of inclusiveness is meaning what you say and saying what you mean. But it's also not pushing people off and making them feel like they're stupid because they know less than you. So when I look at some of the comments that I see, and I see it a lot more like in my Facebook groups than I do on YouTube, to be honest with you, but then I do see it on some of the big YouTube channels that have a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers. And I think one of the things that's really negative about social media here in 2020 is that people feel like they have the freedom to say whatever they want to whoever they want, anytime that they want. And if we back it up 15 or 20 years, this wouldn't have existed. And it's not just that it wouldn't have existed because not everybody would have been watching YouTube videos, but it's because if you would have said those things back then, you would have had to say them to somebody's face, and you would have got your butt handed to you for it. See, I think social media has opened up an entire world to a bunch of cowards who don't have the, shall we say, testicular fortitude to say what they think face to face to an individual, but they can hide behind a screen name and feel like they can say whatever they want. Now, I would at this point say that if you don't have the testicular fortitude to say something to somebody's face, don't say it. But that's not even as far as it needs to go. I know not everybody had a mom growing up, or not everybody had a grandma, but I am about 98% sure that pretty much every human being on earth at some point had some adult in their life, whether it was a legal guardian, a mom, a dad, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, even just an older friend or a teacher. I'm pretty sure almost everyone at some point had some person in their life that told them some version of the saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. I just feel really strongly about this because I see this all the time. Like, I'm part of a Facebook group, and it's a chicken group. And you know what? There's all different kinds of chicken people out there. Me, personally, I don't see myself ever taking my chickens and putting nail polish on their toenails and letting them wear little chicken diapers and walk around my house. But if you want to take your chickens and paint their nails, I have another saying. That doesn't affect the level of the water in my creek. So, as long as you're not abusing animals, then if you want to paint your chicken's toenails, that's okay with me. But if you're the type that culls old chickens, that's your business. If you're the type that allows your chickens to just grow old and die 2-3 years after they've stopped laying eggs, that's your business. It doesn't affect the level of the water in my creek. And I think more people need to adopt that attitude. Because you know what, y'all? We've all got an opinion. I have an opinion about painting chickens' toenails, but my opinion don't matter. It just doesn't matter. And neither does y'all's. See, yet another Chris saying here, opinions are like buttholes. And I know y'all have heard that before, but I go a little bit further. Opinions are like buttholes because A, we all have one. B, we all think that everyone else's stinks more than ours. So, it's all good. We're allowed to have an opinion, but not every opinion needs to be voiced. Not every opinion needs to be shared. And if what you're doing makes somebody else feel bad, then you're just not being a nice person, y'all. Why can't we just be nice people? I saw another group where a lady got on there and she said, "It's my first time having pigs. Can you please watch this video of how the pigs are interacting with the dogs and tell me if this is normal? I can't tell if they're playing or not." She put in the bottom, "I only let this activity take place for about 30 seconds, long enough to film this video so I could ask your opinion." Right below that, one very nice woman said, "Thank you for asking. Your dogs appear to be having fun, but the pigs appear to feel very threatened." The lady responded below that, "Thank you so much." Very next comment, "You're an absolutely horrible human being. Why would you torture your pigs like this?" And oh, good night, people. She was seeking advice and stated right there, "I only let this go on long enough to film it so I could get your opinion." Stop freaking out and help the person. And if we can all do that, then this community, which already appears to be very inclusive, becomes even more inclusive because people feel the freedom to reach out and say, "This may be a dumb question, but..." Because right now there's a whole lot of people out there that have questions, but they're afraid to ask them because of all of the YouTube Nazis or Facebook Nazis that are going to climb down their throats for asking a question that they don't have an answer for. So again, y'all, in the spirit of inclusiveness, in the spirit of love, call me a redneck hippie if you want. I don't care. I just think we can all get along, and especially if we start being a little bit more patient, a little bit more inclusive, and a little less judgmental. And stop saying things that we wouldn't say to somebody else's face. And even if we would say it to somebody else's face, if it ain't nice, shut your mouth. I think that's it for my rant. And I just hope that this community continues to grow and continues to be as inclusive as it has been. I hope that the homesteading movement, even if they're not on YouTube, just continues to grow and thrive. I hope that people continue to be more cognizant of where their food is coming from, whether or not animals are treated ethically, things of that nature. I just really want to see a lot of growth in this community. I just really feel like this has been laid on my heart, y'all. I want to see homesteads grow, and I want to see YouTube channels grow. I want to see people start to gain independence and self-reliance. Again, rant over. And I hope that y'all have an amazing week, but we also have one little tidbit of unfinished business, and that is the Rockin 8 Farm Homesteading Channel of the Week. So this week's Rockin 8 Farm Homesteading Channel of the Week is one of my fairly new subscribers. So those of you who don't know how it works, basically, I write down a list of everybody who has made comments on my channel or people that are new subscribers over the course of a 7-day week. And then I go to my wife and I say, pick a number between, let me see, this week it was 1 and 39. And she randomly picks a number, and then whoever that channel is my Rockin 8 Farm Homesteading Channel of the Week. You will see your subscribe to button in the bottom right hand corner of my channel, right below my subscribe to button. And you'll also be added to my suggested channels on my homepage. And you know, I kind of talk you up over the course of the week. I post your videos on my Facebook group. I mention you on Twitter. I do whatever I can do to kind of help you grow and help you get a little bit bigger. Some of the channels that I've helped y'all are already bigger than I am, because that's not what it's about. It's not a competition for me. I think most of y'all that watch these videos know my heart and you know where I stand on this. So this week's Rockin 8 Farm Homesteading Channel of the Week is Along the River Homestead. Now let me tell y'all something about this channel, y'all. I'm going to gain 100 pounds watching this channel. Y'all, this lady knows how to cook, and she posts a lot of cooking videos. She posts a lot of really good content all the way around. So, you know, go through and watch everything. But one of the things you'll notice when you first jump onto her channel is several cooking videos in a row. I watched the cooking videos, and every single one of them made me salivate a bit. So if I keep watching this channel, you've ever heard the saying, like, I gained 5 pounds just by looking at a brownie? I'll tell you what, y'all. I watched her channel for an afternoon, and I felt like I gained 15 pounds. If I actually start cooking some of the stuff that she's showing us how to cook in these videos, I know I'm going to gain at least 15 pounds. But, y'all, sweet, sweet person, very talented, good channel. Make sure you go check it out. When you do, tell them Rockin 8 Farm sent you. And, you know, I just really hope that Along the River Homestead is able to gain a few subscribers through this. The channels that I've supported so far have all talked about gaining new subscribers through this little effort. And y'all, that brings my heart so much joy and so much peace. It's just absolutely amazing. So, Along the River Homestead, congratulations. To all the rest of you out there that support me, I hope my rants don't drive you off. It's not always going to be a rant. It's just that sometimes when I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what? I feel like I need to say something, and I think my Monday shout-outs are the perfect time to say it. If y'all disagree with me, feel free to put all of your negative comments down there in the comment section, because you know what? What you got to say don't hurt me at all. Now, if I start seeing you making negative comments to my friends and family that support and love me, well, Daddy Bear might come out. But we'll cross that road when we get there. Like I said, you got something to say to me, you go ahead and say it. Positive, negative, constructive criticism, whatever it is, I'm open to it all. It doesn't bother me at all. Along the River Homestead, congratulations. Friends and family, love you all. Can't wait to see you later in the week. And until I do see you again, this has been Chris with Rockin 8 Farm, and I hope that you can all be happy and live healthy.